Hello, welcome back to another milk tea review. But this time, the drink that I'm going to review is not a milk tea nor a milk drink, but a fruit tea. So, the drink that I'm going to review is Passion Fruit Tea Burst. So I came across with this tea brand CoCo when I was studying for the bar exam here in Manila. By the time CoCo was still not available in Cebu. Right now there is CoCo in Cebu already, and I was just so curious about this drink because there are a lot of people lining up for CoCo, and that's when I was really hyped up about it and asked myself if it was really good, and I decided to try, and it really impressed me right away. So cocoa became one of the drinks that I really like. And to think about it, it was just surreal that people were lining up for cocoa. So that's the reason why it was really interesting for me. But right now, I haven't tasted their passion fruit tea burst, but I've already tasted their passion fruit green tea. For this passion fruity burst, there are a lot of sinkers, by the way, aside from the passion fruit and the tea itself. For this drink, I think there is nata, seeds, and pearls for it, but for some, they actually put pudding instead of pearls. For the cup itself, I think Coco has a very nice aesthetic because I like this elongated, long look of their cup, and it really does make you think that you're actually drinking a lot. So it does give you an illusion that you're actually paying for a lot. And the shop itself, I actually think that they have changed how the shop looks like. So before it kind of looks a little bit more fast food-ish. Right now it looks a bit cafe-ish. So I'm very excited to try the drink. Just what I had expected. It tastes so sweet because there's nata in it and also pearls. I kind of like the citrus flavor of the drink. The sinkers really add an extra interesting flavor in the drink. Their pearls are very hard to chew, by the way, so I don't like pearls when it's hard to chew. That's the reason why I don't really like sinkers, by the way. Since this is a passion fruit tea burst, so of course there's a lot of sinkers. I think what makes the drink so interesting because it's super sweet, but at the same time, the citrus and sourness is so prominent that it makes the drink a little bit interesting and flavorful. The seed also adds an extra crunchiness on it because once you bite the seeds, by the way, it does crunch. The reason why I choose fruit tea this time because I think I have been intaking a lot of milk teas already and it causes a lot of breakouts for me, so I decided to limit my milk tea for now. And to be honest, fruit teas are probably one of the drinks that I really also like. My only complaint with this one is with the tea seems to be very subtle. I haven't really tasted the tea, by the way, so it felt like a juice drink for me. And the sinkers and the passion fruit really overwhelms the tea, so I think the tea is faint. So let's talk about K-pop and how I became a fan of K-pop. So technically, I wasn't really a big fan of K-pop when it became popular in the Philippines in 2009. I don't really understand the appeal on listening to songs that I don't really understand, by the way. So that's the reason why I wasn't really a big fan of it. During 2011, that's when the time I started to listen to K-pop. Not necessarily to delve into it. I listened to K-pop because of Girls' Generation's The Boys. It was in English, so I decided to listen to it. And at the time also, I did like 2NE1's I Am The Best because I felt like 2NE1's I Am The Best sounded too similar with Lady Gaga's KB. By the time on 2012, I started to listen to a lot of J-pop already because of we have a Japanese class at the time, and I did really have a strong affinity for Japanese culture, being mixed myself. I did really have a strong affinity for Japanese music, and it did really make me interested on, I think it was Girls' Generation's Bad Girl. There was Deb on it. I liked Deb and the Cataracts. So it did make me listen, and I liked 4 minutes hot issue Japanese version. But the time comes in 2013, and I think my friend showed me a video of EXO, and at the time, Mama was really surreal. It was very good. It was such a good debut song. And I liked the German goth mix with screamo and dance pop on the song. So it did really help me hook on it. And during the time when you had a group project about making pieces, by the way, um, one of my friends had a lot of K-pop, so we kind of had a time when we all watched K-pop, and I was really blown away by Susie's visual on Bad Girl, Good Girl, and Girls' Generations, I Got a Boy. So that's where I was really hooked up, because I Got a Boy was really the best K-pop song at that time. It was surreal, it was everything, it was different, it was unique, it was rock, pop, hip-hop, EDM, dubstep, everything. I just felt like I Got a Boy was really girls' generation at its full potential. So that's when I got really hooked up with girls' generation, and eventually I became hooked up with Kara, especially with Mr. and Pandora. And right now I'm actually very interested with Twice. So yes, so that's it. So part of the appeal was the producers in K-pop are usually Scandinavian, and they're very good at making pop music, but at the same time, it's much more experimental compared to what they are actually making for the American pop scene. And at the same time, the whole visual and aesthetic is just too colorful, and I like colorful stuff. It really popped up for me. And at the time, 2013, when the pop music became a little bit boring, so I did switch up to K-pop, because K-pop was really bubblegum pop at its finest at that time. I think that's the reason why. And aside from the aesthetics, to be honest, and also at the time, the dances are super catchy, so it's very easy to copy. So the final verdict, I think the drink is actually very delicious. My only complaint is with the tea. The tea is so faint that it's almost non-existent. But the sinkers in the passion fruit was really strong. It really makes the drink interesting, flavorful. And as a fruit tea also, it tastes too fruity, and it really is nice and delicious. My only complaint of the drink is that the tea is so faint, and I haven't really tasted it. Probably the reason why is that the sinkers in the passion fruit really are super strong and super prominent in the drink, and probably it takes away the tea flavor. Anyway, despite not really having a strong tea, it's still a very good drink and it's very delicious. So I really recommend it. So that is all. And if there are any shops or milk drinks or milk tea or fruit tea that you want me to review, please comment down in the section below. I would be glad to do a review on it. And at the same time, stay tuned for more milk teas, fruit teas, milk drink. So see you in the next video. Bye bye!